Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. David Pierre, and today we're going to be talking about how important it is to not only set the intention, but to be aware of your intentions and your kind of process of operation or your operation, how you're going to operate and approach dating. Because the more people don't do that, the more time we all waste. And you don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. We don't want to waste each other's time because time is precious and we don't get that back, right? Now, what would that be? For example, if you're dating, right? You're single, you're dating, you're meeting people. It's, what do I want? Marriage? Do I want someone to just hook up with from time to time? Or even am I just some weird one? Am I just trying to make friends? Or am I just want to see what happens, I guess, if that's something that you might do, right? All four of these will have different ways of approach because there are going to be things that you're looking for in somebody for marriage that you won't for short-term hookups or casualness or some situation for the season. And even that would be different from someone who you just would want to be a friend. And that's even different from someone that you just want to go on a date and just see what happens. I don't know, you want a story to write about or whatever, right? All these things are different approaches to where if you're just going to something and you're just like, I'm going on a date, and you don't know why you're there, you can spend 5 or 10 dates, wasted money, wasted time. Heck, you're putting yourself in risk with someone that you don't really know like that. You could be in danger, and all for what? Because you didn't set your intentions. You weren't aware of what it is that you're looking for. What are you trying to do? What is your point? Or even how are you going to go about knowing that from them? What questions will you ask or sprinkle in? What actions will you observe? Because the more of these things that you don't do, the more time you spend in delusion or ignorance or confusion. And then when something happens, you'll be more dumbfounded or more surprised or have that rug tugged from under you than you would have if you had just at least went into it with as much as you could have, as much of an intention. And even the consequences. At least be aware of the consequences because, if, for example, if you as a girl, right, girls watching this, whatever. If you as a girl go on like 10 dates and you hook up with even 5 of the guys of those 10 dates, right? That would have been 5 people that you've gotten with that you're not with. You know, those are just some one night stands or whatever. And how long will you want that to be? What number will you get to until, I don't know, you finally figure out that maybe you don't like being left in the morning, or actually you want love, or you wanted more intimacy, or you actually like that guy and you thought that y'all were going to go somewhere, but he left somewhere, you're never seeing him again. Or for a guy, how many dates will you go on spending money, spending time with girls that you're either getting catfished by or girls that you're just there because she's pretty, she has a big butt or something, but you don't really like her because she lacks substance, or you two just aren't really compatible, there's no chemistry, but you're deciding to stay because it's a date and you don't usually get dates, or you want to, you've been yearning for love or for intimacy or sex, and you're just gonna still go through with it. There are consequences to all these things that the more that you're not aware of, or the more that you're like, okay, I don't want this to happen. I don't want to waste my time, waste my money. I don't want to be tricked, be deceived. I don't want to be confused. I don't want to assume. I want to know. The more you do that, the more you think about those things, the less of yourself you'll lose in these processes. Because think about it, like, even as a girl, even when you meet a girl, more times you have negative experiences, the harder it's going to be to stay positive about things. I'm not saying that it's okay to just become so nihilistic from a negative experience or so, or 2 or 5, but the thing is, it's going to be harder not to when so many happens. I guess, you know what I mean? I understand when someone's more cautious towards me because they've been on 5 dates and it's been with 5 douchebags, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I get you. You know, doesn't mean I am one, but they're coming to you with their experiences and, you know, quote or slash like baggage that is affected by their actions, people's actions. So now imagine if everybody, or if more people went about it in a communicative way, or even in a communicative way with themselves, to where they're more intentional with their actions, they're more clear, to where even before you go on a date, you already have a glimpse of like, yeah, I'm not even gonna do it. Or you do, and you're like, okay, we've been talking for a little while. We already went on FaceTime. I'm not getting catfished. They seem cool. Boom. You know, like, kind of just having these processes so that we can make dating all better for each other. Of course, there are always going to be bad people, whatever, but if you put in that work now and setting those approaches and those intentions, not only will you help yourself, but you will help people, because then you can be that person that they meet and they're like, wow, this person was clear. Maybe I should be clear because I haven't been. Or you're like, hey, let me know if you're going to be able to go on this date. Because if not, we either schedule another date or we just won't be seeing each other. Something like that, right? It doesn't need to be super, super like. But doing things like that, it will really help. It really will. And you also got to think too, are you contributing? Are you already contributing to this problem? Because if you are, and you're having negative experiences because of the problem, or because you are the problem, then you got to think about yourself and think, hey, am I going to continue to live in misery, live in chaos, waste time, waste money, waste energy, you know, tell more people about myself and it doesn't go anywhere, or give myself, my body to people and it doesn't go anywhere? How many times are you going to be contributing before you realize that the more that we all take responsibility, the better it is for all of us? And it doesn't mean that more people you'll be necessarily compatible with. It's that at least if you go on a date with somebody and it doesn't go well, you can have a good exit. You know, you two can leave well, even if it doesn't go well. Okay, we're not feeling each other. Hey, thank you for your time and energy. I don't think it's going to work out. Okay, I understand. You know, oh, maybe why? Tell me what happened. Oh, okay. You know, things like that. Of course, once again, not saying that everybody's going to be like that, but just the more that happens, it would be nice. It'd be really nice. That's something that I've been taking upon myself too, because it is, who likes playing games? You know what I mean? Especially when you're an adult. Even if you're a young adult or not, you're still an adult. And why play games? Just why? Like, we're not in high school anymore. We're not over here, he. I'm gonna text back super duper late, or I'm gonna be vague about, you know, things, or it's just like, nah, just be intentional, know what you're doing, or try to know as much of what you're doing as you can. Of course, with inexperience or lack of knowledge, you're gonna be more ignorant, more naive or whatnot, but at least try to be as aware as you can, to where when you learn from your mistakes, you will learn, and you can learn from other people's mistakes, to where life itself and everything else will just be smoother for you. Maybe not even as smooth, but you'll get to places faster because you won't have to always wait to get burned to know that that fire is going to burn you, you know? And yeah, so that if you watching this video, stay this long, just really stop contributing to the problem and take some time to evaluate what do you want from relationships, from dating, so that you can stop wasting your time and stop contributing to this problem and to this game of like, I'm not gonna communicate, or I'm gonna act like I'm so busy that, I don't know, they're gonna be so interested, or I'm just gonna flake, or I'm just gonna ghost. No, you can't see me because I don't look like my photos, or I'm gonna post photos of myself that aren't me. It's just like, let's stop doing that. Or even acting like somebody that you're not. So yeah. But you have a good day, good night, good afternoon. Hope this video helps. Check out some of the others. Check out the links in the description, and hasta luego.